Hello and welcome to Promenade Française. This is the place to be. And I suppose that you have recently gone to my page, Promenade Française. And where is it? How do we find the YouTube channel anyways? Because these are all blogs. Facebook, YouTube, here we go. All right, so we go to the YouTube. So in the last post that I made, it is, well, right now we're live, but let's go to the playlist. You will see that I recently uploaded a video, updated yesterday, and I added this new video, the last one in the series. Here it is, El Son, El Son, El Son. I feel like that was the last video, and I know that we're supposed to be memorizing stuff right now. That's the last one from this blog post called Am I Very or So Beautiful? So you go down there, you click the link, the Google Drive link. It's got all kinds of information in here. You're going to work through all of these exercises, but then like over the last 2 months, I've just been adding information. If you're wondering what all these numbers are, this is to help you with pronunciation. You see? Oh, merci, tu es si sérieux. Tu as besoin de rire un peu. So here it's like, well, you need to connect the Y. So the tu as, it sounds like tu es si sérieuse. And you see tu ya, it also sounds like a ya, tu as besoin. And then how do I say this word besoin? No, it's not besoin, it's B plus a 5 plus a Z plus a 7. So what's a 5? B, and then a Z plus a Y. Besoin. Tu as besoin. Plus an N? Maybe there should be besoin. I don't know. Let's check it. So let's jump into Forvo. Besoin. Okay, so at the end there's the N. Besoin. Okay, that's a lot of besoin. Good. Besoin. Rire. You see R plus a 3 plus an R. Rire un peu. Yeah, so that's how the pronunciation buckets work. If you've been following me for a while, you know how the pronunciation buckets work already. I just got all these things, and it's just so long and so incredible and so insane at the same time. I created so much content. I created 59 pages of work, and I'm just going to close that because that's not what we're going to do today. Related to my French morning routine, I did the French morning routine this morning. I think I did it twice. Yeah, I think in the last 4 days I did it at least twice. I can add it finally. Jeez, it's been forever. That took so long. So yeah, I recommend just doing all these videos in order to do the drills. And now I can add. Yeah, so I finished all of everything I wanted to finish from that chapter. And we need to move to the next chapter. How are we going to move to the next chapter? Just jump into the Linktree link. Go down under construction. Is it still under construction? We're going to talk about verbs that take indirect and direct objects. You scroll down, click the Google Drive link. The issue is this. I've been learning French now for coming on a year, basically. I was learning French before I started the YouTube channel, but let's just say it's about a year. And I remember when I created this document. Madame Marot asks Marie, qui vois-tu? You see, here it is, qui vois-tu? Madame Marot asks, qui vois-tu? Who do you see? And then we have this exercise. I see myself, je me vois. And here you can see in the singular form, we have the personal pronoun me, te, se, le, la, vous, les, nous. And what is this? This is the direct object. Je me vois, I see myself. You, so if answering informally, if Madame Marot, let's say that Marie was asking Madame Marot, and she says, qui, what does she say? She says, qui voyez-vous? Who do you see? And then Madame Marot could say, je, what? Is it tu? No, je te vois, je te vois. I see you. We block these ones out for some reason. Je le vois, I see him. Je la vois, I see her. Why is it grayed out? I'm gonna have to figure that out. Je le vois, I see him. Je la vois, I see her. Je vous vois, I see you. Je les vois, I see them. Je nous vois, I see us. And I made this crazy video, I made a lot of videos actually, where we went through this step by step. But once you understand it, like how are we going to revisit this information? And then if you scroll down, then we have we use indirect objects. Here it is. So, for example, qu'est-ce que je souhaite? On the left side, we have the thing that is being wished is the direct object. So if you're wishing a wonderful day, it's the direct object. Une merveilleuse journée. Yeah, so someone just asked me in the chat if I understand it now. So I understand all of this. I made videos about this like earlier. If you go to the YouTube channel and then we go in here and go into videos, if you go back old enough, like we did that drill series, aller, si or très. I'm sure it's after this. See here, so here it is. So it says direct object pronouns with voir or entendre. Exactly. So we did the direct objects with voir and entendre. And then je vois, tu vois. And then we did all of these drills. Like I made all of these like videos to help you to do the actual drills. Then after this drill series, then we did indirect objects. You see here, grammar, focus on grammar and indirect object pronouns. Mastering indirect object pronouns. Whoa, and there's even an earlier video, you see? So I've made these videos over and over and over again. So what do we do next? I feel like I got a lot of value out of making this, like these drills, because it created these 2-sentence conversations, and I learned a lot of new vocabulary, and I learned how to and it gave me something to practice with my tutor. And I felt like maybe that's what we should do again. So if you go to the Linktree link, click this one under construction. It's going to take you to this blog. Open it up to this Google Drive doc. And then if you go down after everything, I started doing this with my tutor yesterday. So what I did was I took remember from the last couple videos, we had the 2-sentence conversations. Je suis très intelligente aujourd'hui. Oui, tu es si intelligente. Tu compris rapidement aujourd'hui. Great. So I already basically memorized all this stuff. I understand it perfectly. So I asked ChatGPT to help me and add 2 more sentences using the 4 verbs, specifically 4 verbs that take on the direct object. Which 4 verbs, you might ask? Well, here they are. So we have voir, entendre, cherche, and trouver. So I asked ChatGPT to add another add a question, and use those verbs. As-tu, vous, vu le problème que j'ai résolu ce matin? And then when I was talking to my tutor, then we just checked my pronunciation. So vu, you have to pay attention to vu. Une vraie comédienne. Rire. Rencontre. Souris. So right now I'm in the process of, like, I think I should make some more drill videos. I think in the next video, what we're going to do is I'm going to take some time before the next video and I'm going to go through all these sentences. I would recommend that if you are following along with me, just go to this document and start practicing these sentences. And in my next video, we're going to go through each of these sentences. We're going to do a little bit of work with the pronunciation buckets to make sure we have the right pronunciation for some of the key words. And also kind of just explain like the meaning, because I noticed that there's some ideas I didn't really understand. Like, for example, this one. Je suis très drôle ce matin. Oui, tu es si drôle, un vrai comédien. Entends-tu les rires des autres à cause de tes blogs? Blague. Oui, tout le monde apprécie vraiment ton humour ce matin. So it says, I am very funny this morning. Yes, you are so funny. A real comedian. Did you hear the laughs of the people because of TES jokes? And I'm just confused because of, like, what is going on here? The thing is that language, it's so interesting because, like, especially if you're using a foreign language, this is not an easy sentence to understand. Oui, tout le monde. Everyone really appreciates ton humour ce matin. So I'm really confused here, actually, because you see it says, did you hear the laughs of everybody because of your jokes? But I don't understand. If the first person says, hey, look, I'm funny, and then the second person says, yes, you are so funny, a real comedian. And then the first person says, did you hear how everyone laughed because of your jokes? And then the person says, yes, everyone appreciates your humor this morning. It doesn't make sense. Why is it TES? Why is it your jokes? Because the first, and then it happened again. There's another one that does the same thing like that. I'm talking to my tutor and I'm like, is there a problem here? Is there something wrong here? And she's like, no, that's right. And I'm like, okay, but it doesn't make sense to me. Then I asked ChatGPT to explain it, and it also said, no, it's right. That's exactly right. So basically, what we're going to do in the next couple of months is that we are going to continue to review the sentences which we've already been talking about. You think you're frozen? Hello? No, I think I'm okay. So we're gonna keep reviewing the sentences which we already learned. And then each of those sentences which we already learned, we're gonna add 2 more sentences. And I also asked ChatGPT to make sure that we're only using the vocabulary that we've already learned. Therefore, we can recycle the vocabulary which we already heard before. Of course, there's like a couple of new words, like this word was new, but in general, most I would say 95% of the words here are the same words we've already been learning, which gives us the opportunity to go a little bit deeper to really understand the vocabulary, go a little deeper to have a little bit longer sentences, review what we've already learned, and then move forward with direct objects. So I've completed the je suis section, and I'm also working on the tu es section. But yeah, so next time I think we're just going to go through these 15, well now there's 16 sentences in the je suis section. We're going to look at the meaning of each of the sentences, and we're going to look at the pronunciation buckets to make sure we're saying the words correctly. So join me again next week on Tuesday, and I hope that we will continue to learn French step by step. As long as we keep doing it, then I'm sure we will progress. Already, look how much French we can understand already. Thank you for joining me here on Promenade Française, and I'll see you next week.